Hey, what's up, folks? Chico Swiver here, back with another Path of Exile 2 video for you. We are doing part 2 of the Zero to Hero series on the Trial of Sekhemas. Sekhemas, suck at my asses. We're doing Trials of Sekhemas, and we are trying to show you guys how to make those divines utilizing the relics and the loots that drop off the endgame boss in the 4th floor. So here we go. I'm going to show you guys the relics that we're using that we gained in part 1 of the series. So make sure you go check that out if you missed it. It was streamed earlier today. I'm going to be uploading it to the YouTubes tomorrow, so stay tuned for that there. We have gotten some pretty good relics from our first couple runs today that we made and or found, and what they are honor resistance, max honor, max life honor res, maximum honor quantity of relics, very important if you're doing the strat that I'm trying to do, which I'll explain in a minute, increased defenses quantity of relics, move speed quantity of relics, max honor quantity of relics, and honor res move speed. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get more unique relics to drop from the end-game floor, 4th floor boss, so that those unique relics that go for the darkness enthroned, or against the darkness, darkness against the darkness jewels will drop, and hopefully eventually we'll get a relic for the Temporalis, which is the no-hit run relic. Now, as you can see, I've got a couple new relic run slots. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in quantity of relics, increase move speed, and then we'll be stuck with one open spot here. So, pretty good relics that we were able to get earlier. And real quick, let me show you. We'll open her up. I'm going to show you
I'm ready.
the best way and the best things on the Urn Relic to go after, okay? So you got to use those Orbs of Annulment, which at your league start you're probably not going to have available a lot of. They do drop at the end, but not a lot. And then you want to annul off your bad mods, and as we explained earlier, there's there's quantity of keys. Again, you could use that on a couple of your relics to get more box keys to open on the end and along the way, so you could open every box at every floor end if you did that strat. I honestly haven't tried that strat, but I've read it can be good. If you can open every box and every end floor, first floor, the second floor, the third floor, and the fourth floor, you're bound to get good loots. But you got to check your rares and stuff, you know. So that's that. It's time consuming, but I've read that it can be pretty lucrative. I just never tried that strat. I've always gone after the strat we're doing, and that's the increased quantity of relics dropped, because relics can turn into real gold real fast. So let's see what we can't get on this one here. Okay, defenses. So T1. Now if we can get a good suffix, we'll be Gucci. Oh, look at that! Perfect! Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yep, 2, 3, 4, 5 divines. That's really good. Okay, so that's how you roll one of these Urn relics to be good. And now you would want to, if you're using it yourself, once you get divines built up, you'd want to divine that defenses up a little higher, along with getting 20% increased quantity. That's the important one on this relic. The 20% increased quantity of relics dropped by monsters. So let's go ahead and get our run going. Alright. Burn, burn. Whee! Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started in here. Oh, I got hit. I got hit. Man down. I'm not perfect. Is that guy gonna follow me up here? He sure is. Look at that. Little sneaky booger. Alright. So, again, we're going to go over some of the basic rules. Just to reiterate real quick, I'm not going to spend forever on it. I just want to reiterate for you guys, if this is your first time catching it, so you can get an overview of what we talked about in the first video. So the rooms are Chalice Trial, which is you come in, it spawns you in, you have to go backwards and kill rares to be able to advance forward. The Ritual Trial, you come in, there are portals up along between 1 and 4 portal total. There'll be either 3 portals, 4 portals, or 1 giant portal. And you have to kill the monsters spawning out of it and the portal guardians. Again, Ritual Trial. Escape Trial, you have to click death crystals and find where the smoke, the lit up smoke is going, to find the other crystals to click, and you have to click them all in a certain amount of time. There is a timer counting down. The Hourglass Trial, that is the trial when you come in, you have to flip a switch on an hourglass, start a timer going down, and kill monsters spawning next to you. Alright, those are the rooms. Now we're going to go over what these are, and those are the afflictions that get inflicted upon you and stay with you through your whole run. Okay, so it's very important to take afflictions only when you have to, and take afflictions that aren't going to brick you or your build. So for instance, the you and your minions deal 40% less damage. Probably not a good idea at league start because you're probably not going to be the strongest you're ever going to be. Eventually you'll be able to take this no problem because you're dealing so much damage, you know? Especially if you're going to go with the Ritualist Flicker Striker build that I made this weekend for you guys to league start with next league. Merchant offers 50 fewer choices. Again, not a great one to take because you're trying to get as many boons, which are the permanent buffs, that you can from the merchant every time you see her. And then you have 50% less ES. So that's not a great one to take as well for the reasoning behind your ES and your life make up the total of your honor. Okay? The total of your honor comes from an average of your ES and your life and the defenses you have rolled on increased defenses on your relics or increased honor. All that is a factor in determining how much honor you have. So, for us, I am going to run this time the less ES because as you can see, I don't have much ES. So it's not going to hurt me as much. But I want to show you I've got 428 out of 430.09, 4,309 total. Let's take this and you will see what my honor goes down to. See, the honor goes down to 3,844 out of 3,866. This is the chalice I was telling you about. So
need more time.
I had to make sure to pick up your sacred water.
Hold on.
Relish your mortality.
Okay. Reduce action speed. Or cannot be slowed below base value. Increase action speed, cast speed, and movement speed on a gauntlet trial. The gauntlet is simply you have to go through traps and lock doors. It's the most annoying one out there, in my opinion. That room type. So we're going to go escape trial. And then chalice trial with the large sacred water fountain and the sacred water fountain, which leaves us a room that has 2 exits, and that's very important instead of a room with 1, where you can get locked in and be stuck to a choice. Because as I said in the first video, there are going to be 2 rows on each floor where a single row or column has nothing but afflictions. So we haven't seen the second row of afflictions or column of affliction yet. So it's coming. So it's probably going to be here or on the large row. Column. I keep calling it a row. I tell you, I'm tired. What can I say? Alright, so into the escape trial. Again, like I said, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on going over stuff that we've covered in the first video. I'd like for you to go watch that instead and catch up. But we will go through a couple trials tonight, and I'll show you guys the differences between loots you're going to get. Making sure you check your chests when you get time. Alright, so we're following the smoke, light.
Come on.
Impressive endurance.
Impressive endurance.
An oasis in the desert.
There's our line. Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, it looks like we're going to take less honor. So this is going to be an interesting run. Because we're not taking, you can see, one fewer room ahead on the trial map. That's going to make our running much, much harder. So we're going to go low honor and see how we do.
A great challenge overcome.
No mana.
A moment of respite.
La la dee la 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 la. La la dee
no
la
mana.
la la la.
No mana.
La la dee la 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 la.
That was almost a challenge. No mana. Need mana.
Oh, that was close.
I'm gonna wait till the end to pick up everything we dropped that we want. You're gonna wait till the end to pick up that water. You don't want to be doing that in the middle of doing that one because the hourglass can be a little rough. Okay, so we're gonna go after. I think we're gonna go after the gold key to grab the large sacred water fountain at the end. Okay. I'd like to grab this large one here, but that's only going to give us a silver. So I'd rather grab a gold key and then the large fountain. And those keys are used for the boxes at the end of your run of each floor.
The ritual has been disrupted.
Bring it on.
Stand tall. Relish your mortality.
So that's one of the things I pointed out in my first Trial of Sekhemas 101 video, that yes, you can sell carries to make decent money at the start of the league. Because if you're running them to get gear and relics to sell, you can also make money on the side. You'll probably have to start with carrying one or two people, and then as you're able to get money from that, doing so will enable you to flush it back into people, and then, or back into your build from the money you earn from carrying. You'll be, once you get your build strong enough and can carry 5 more in addition to you, so 6 total. Once you're able to do that with this build, you'll be able to do very quickly, that I come up with over the weekend. Make sure to check out my series on the Ritualist Flicker Strike Whirling Assault build that I developed over the weekend. you'll be able to carry it real quickly. And yes, that's a good way to make money. But the main money maker is yeah, I need to set that up. I'm sorry. The YouTube is, hold on. Copy. We are gonna pop here. I'm starting and streaming again, so I'm just getting things set up. I apologize for not having everything flushed out, but thank you for pointing that out. I need to put that on there for folks to be able to see. So we're gonna create a thing real quick here. Yeah, I've been running YouTube for a while. I just am not the greatest at doing the videos yet. Um, I'm just getting started with my full-time Twitch and Kick streaming. So I'm still getting my bot filled on commands that I should have. But if you hit exclamation build, you'll see my current builds, POB. I believe it's on PoE Ninja. I loaded it, so it should be on PoE Ninja. So that's the Flicker Strike Ritualist build that I did. Like I said, I got some of the commands in there, but there's some that I was missing because I haven't had to deal with them yet. So I'm learning as I go, man. Learning as I go. Yes, the build currently that I'm doing is pretty maxed out. I was able to make a mirror, and so I put the mirror into the build. I did it for under two, or under one mirror. And I had a mirror, I cashed it in, it was like 6,900 divines, and by the end I had about 1,000 divines left. But I did a video too showcasing how all you need is like a 300 DPS quarterstaff instead of my quarterstaff that I have on the build, and I killed Uber Arbiter with it. Which we know that the expensive charm didn't play a role in that. And the neck, while good, you could just use a +3 without all the extra jollies on it and be just as fine. Alright, bear with me just a second. I'm just going to... Yeah, the economy in this inflation league is definitely pretty crazy. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's never been that high yet in PoE 2. With this temple stuff that they're doing, it's yeah, it's pretty crazy. All right, almost got this integrated in so we can see it better. I apologize for not having it set up before. I've just never run into it. Yeah. There we go. Now it should display whoops, exclamation YouTube. There we go. Now next time anybody asks, it'll display the YouTube channel when targeted by either exclamation YT or exclamation YouTube. Thanks for pointing out that I was missing that. I appreciate it. Good looking. All right, so as you can see, we have a level 37 flicker on this build already. So we're doing pretty good there. Now we're going to do the first floor boss and keep pushing on with our Trials of Sekhemas. Again, this boss will come out and do an explosion, so you got to be careful about that. I just kill it before it comes out and does anything, so it's much easier. Are you talking about the Adorned? Adorns are the ones that are worth the most. Yeah, they're like a mirror or like a couple thousand less than what a mirror converts to right now. So we're gonna we've grabbed all the relics. We're gonna just throw those and everything else we picked up along the way in our box. I've got the Trial of Sekhemas Run folder here. This is a jump tab. It drops from the Trial Master at the end of the Trial of Chaos, but it's below a 1% chance to drop. So it's very rare, very hard to get.
Greetings.
All right, looks like we're going for less max life.
The choice is made.
Honor restored.
You will succeed.
And then we're going to pick up glowing orb. So if we do take a permanent hit to ourselves, we'll come back to full health and honor. Now I'm going to save the rest of my water for the next room floor or the next time I see the merchant. Alright, so again, we'll do a quick once over on the boxes. They're basic, okay? The only ones you're looking for that are different are like the Arcanist, which is currency. I don't find that worth it, so don't waste your time unless you run out of keys, what to spend them on at the last floor, on the 4th floor. Royal Cash is simply regular jewels, not that important. The rest are, they're telling you what's in them. So the Rangers are like bows and quivers. Gloves are gloves. Hoarders can be is gold. Sorry. So if you're low on gold, you can always grab those. And then the Warrior Cache is two-handed weapons and one-handed weapons and shields, or not shields, and scepters. The moneymaker in Trial of Sekhemas is the relics. That's what you do it for. You want to get increased relic drop chance from monsters because you can get relics, just basic relics, that'll sell for 13 to 20 divines easy on a league start. And those folks that are already way ahead of you, and because me, like it takes me 2 to 3, sometimes even 4 days to get going on my first character league launch, right? I'm not that quick. I like to hang out, chat in my Discord with my buddies that are in my clan and my guild, and we talk and we figure things out as we're going through. We help each other out. So it takes me a couple days on league launch to get actually into out of the axe and in there. So I use Trial of Sekhemas to generate those first 10, 20, 30 divines. Because the relics that drop in here can be very valuable. Very, very valuable. And you want to get those. You want to do the carries, like you mentioned earlier, and I confirmed for you that doing carries for Trial of Sekhemas is good money as well. There's always people throughout the whole league that need to either switch their ascendancy or get their ascendancy on a new character.
No mana.
I actually, right now, am not needing the divs. So, like, I have nothing to really upgrade and build upon. If I wanted to do it, I would honestly probably do it on my Spark build,
My mana's
which
gone.
has a lot more divs in it. She's worth about 50 mirrors. And if you like, I can post the POB from my Spark build in here as well.
Impressive endurance.
Oh, here. Let me just go ahead and show you. Back. Don't save. Import. So that's my Sparker Blood Mage build. So if you're new to the game and you're looking for a good money maker, my recommendation would be Trials of Chaos and Trials of Sekhemas. You're gonna make consistent currency. Now, let's be honest though, they're pretty boring. Okay? We're not gonna lie. We're not gonna lie about that. They're pretty boring. But like I said, those easy ways to make your first couple divs are Trials of Sekhemas and Trials of Chaos. Every time you run Trials of Chaos, when you successfully complete all trials, you get the soul cores, which always sell. They always sell. Even the little crappy ones sell. You know, if you know the ones for like 2x or whatever, they sell on the exchange instantly. So 2x added up over an hour, so 5, 6 runs over an hour, you know, that's 20, 30x that you're making on just the crap one. Now, that's not mentioning the good ones, which could sell for a couple divines. Ah, okay, so you're losing your honor in the Trial of Sekhemas. So that you need to get relics that have the honor resistance. Do you have 75% honor resistant relics? Okay, that's the key for a new player who's trying to learn and make money on the Trials of Sekhemas. Getting relics that have honor resistance, and you need them to add up to 75% because it's just like our elemental and our chaos res is on our character. Honor resistance is capped at 75, can go to up to 90, but that takes other things to get it to do that. But 75 is the small, close cap, and that's what you need to get on your relics at least to be able to, when you do take a hit from a monster or when you do take a hit from a trap, it's not as big a hit to your resistance as you would think without it. So the relics that are worth selling are the this thing steam elements. Playing the I'm trying to read and tell you what to do. The relics that are really good are the increase resistance for the honor res, max honor relics. Those two together work really well. And the other one is the increased quantity of relics. 20% T1 through, I think it's 17% is the T1 roll of the quantity of relics found from monsters. That coupled with a good prefix like max honor, max defense, things like that will get you money as well.
Yo, big shout out to Dina Mudair for the follow. You're officially part of the squad now. Let's crush it together.
Thanks so much for the follow. Much love, much love. Appreciate it, appreciate it. All right, let's get on with our trial here. We are at the trial map of the entrance of the second floor. We're in our second room now. So now we have monsters deal 30% increased damage, escape trial honor that grants a boon. I think we're going to go this route. So we're going to grab this sacred water fountain, then get us a boon. Later, man. Thank you.
The ult is on. I've no mana.
Good riddance. An oasis in the desert.
And now we got a large water fountain, or sacred water fountain. So we're going to grab this, then we're going to go after the large, unless these two have bad negatives, bad afflictions on them. Then we'll have to go down to the bottom and pick us for one of these rooms after this room. So we'll see what we got.
I've no mana.
Alright, so we got the last one down here. Boop.
Stand tall.
And we're gonna pass this in or drop that in there. Spend our 5 water to get your next purchase from the merchant has no cost. Nice. And we refilled our honor. Alright, let's see what we got. Ooh, the fizz damage on room completion we're never gonna take, right? Never gonna take that. And then you and your minions deal 40% less damage. Also a bad choice. Lose all sacred water on 4 completion. Not a good choice. And then you cannot restore honor removed after killing the next boss. That one's not so bad for us. So we're going down here to this silver key now instead. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to come over to this corner and we're going to hide out over here to show you guys this is the best time or best place on the second floor to go when you're trying to get your build up and running and you don't have the greatest of gear. You just come over here to this left hand corner and kill everything over here while it comes at you, and you can see there's not that many monsters.
Need mana.
But of course, my build is strong enough now, I'm able to kill, so I'm going to go out here and get some sacred water and
No
do
mana.
some killing otherwise. And we got some relics. Also very nice. We don't need to refill our honor, so we're good. Okay, so we're going down here.
I've no mana. I've no mana. No mana.
A great challenge
mana's gone.
overcome.
Grab our silver key, and then we'll see what room we have left. Reduce honor restored. Alright, well we're just gonna have to suck that up and take it. So now we don't want to get hit with honor reduction anymore, or we don't want to take too many hits to our honor. So this one you're just gonna have to like kind of go about running and gunning because it's a very small arena. The other option is if you're not strong, you can come over to this side here and hide in this corner. Okay? And that'll narrow down the amount of monsters you have to fight, encounter, and kill.
No mana. Proof of the prowess. Need mana.
That was close.
Grab all the water and stuff.
A moment of respite.
No mana. Take this.
Alright, we took a hit to the honor there. That's not good. Gotta be careful. Gots to be more careful. Oh, I took another hit. Ah! Ah! I suck at going through traps, folks. What can I say? Alright, gain a minor affliction. Nope, we're not doing that. Instead, we're gonna come over here and kill the
Two
boss.
ancient guardians await you ahead. Move quickly.
What's up?
Need mana. My mana's
Press
gone.
the assault.
Mm-hmm.
That was an impressive display.
Mm-hmm.
Ought to come in handy.
Yeah, good. Just streaming some Trials of Sekhemas. Trials of Sekhemas. Alright, folks, you're going to go to Babala and you're going to spend your water. See what kind of boons we get. More sacred water found is good.
The choice is made.
Reduce action speed of
The choice
monsters.
is made.
Restore
We
some
will
honor.
succeed.
Now, this urn here, most of the urns you get going through this won't be that good. So you gotta look at them real careful before you just spend money on them. Yeah, I was doing a, what's it called? Trial of Sekhemas 101 for the guild, or for the viewers. Doing a 2-part series on running the trials to make money. You know, like one of those, because like everybody has videos out. Oh, my new strategy is making 100 divs an hour. But nobody has videos out on how to make those first 10 divs of a league. Really. So that's what my videos are focusing around over this week. Yeah, I'm trying to help people figure out how to make those first 10, 20 divs. Especially league start. I came up with a really kick-ass fucking flicker ritualist build that'll be able to... I'm going to league start from now on. Period. It's just so good. So... Alright, folks, we've got one. These are one of the important boxes I told you about last time. The time lost cache. You want to open these as you go through, and especially if you get them at the end. As we get our time lost sapphires, emeralds, and rubies out of them, which can be worth multiple divines. Sorry. We're going on to the second level, or third level. Test the cunning is third level.
The ritual has been disrupted.
The hunt is on. Need mana. No mana.
Greetings.
Alright. There she is, folks. This is the one we're after. Reduced merchant prices. So we're gonna buy that. Then we're gonna buy this one,
Onwards.
saving
Always
ourselves like
fight
300
like a
when we bought that one. Now we should get enough keys to open up a lot of stuff along the way. So let's go to the water fountain. And after we get the key, actually let's go to this fountain. We'll get this merchant and pray that this one is not a bad affliction. See, this is what I told you not to do, but my build is strong enough to take a lot of the bad afflictions, so we're going to do it this time, just to show you in case we get backed into a corner what can happen if you limit yourself on choice by rooms that have lower exits. Third floor, it's going to be really open, there's no real place to hide. So you can come over on this far side though and get 2 spawn points instead of 1. Okay.
A worthy foe. My mana's gone. I've no mana. The thrill of the hunt. My mana's gone. Need mana.
Swift magnificence. A moment of respite.
Alright, increased max life the monsters will have. We're going to do that. We're going to take that so we can get another merchant. The more boons you get, folks, are going to make your runs that much easier.
No mana.
Okay?
I shall aid you. Go with strength. The choice is made.
Need mana.
Hmm. Yeah.
Relish your mortality.
Need mana. I've no mana. Need mana. No mana. A clean kill. No mana. The hunt is on. I've no mana. My mana's gone. I've no mana. My mana's gone. My mana's gone.
That was close.
Okay, so we're going through here. Make sure, folks, if you missed it, you check out my part 1 of the Trial of Sekhemas 101. So we streamed that earlier today. If you'd like to see where it's going to be on YouTube tomorrow, just hit exclamation YT, exclamation YouTube, and you'll get the YouTube channel link. So now, third floor boss, the Scorpion.
Beware the
You run through
scorpion's
the
sting.
middle, so she'll spawn. And then you don't want to get caught in her thing there, so we're gonna just kill her like that.
This was the end of the trial in my time. But I sense another being resides here. Perhaps you can challenge them, if you can find them.
Again, the relics are where you're gonna make a lot of money from. And on the third floor, you want to note that clicking Balbala can run you towards the door, and you could accidentally click the door without having gone through your buffs first. So you got to be careful when you click her.
Let's plan. The choice is made. Go with strength.
All right, fourth floor time. Last floor of a 4-floor Trial of Sekhemas.
Time works against you, but I am its master.
The hunt is on. Need mana. I've no mana. Need mana.
Stand tall.
No mana. Me mana's gone. A worthy foe. Need mana. Me mana's gone.
Oh, that was close.
Need mana.
So you done playing video games or something, or you just on a break?
I've no mana.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Almost a challenge.
Yeah.
Impressive endurance.
My mana's gone. No mana. My mana's gone. Need a moment. Take this.
Swift magnificence.
I've no mana.
So,
My mana's gone.
I'm just, my throat's dry. I've got to chew in, and I've been talking a lot to the stream.
No mana.
Mm-hmm.
No mana.
Sounds nice.
My mana's gone.
Impressive endurance.
No mana. Need mana. Need mana. Need mana. Need mana. A worthy foe.
Swift magnificence. This battle is our sacred duty.
Come, Taljari. I shall enact your fate.
Messing with time hardly seems fair.
My son, run!
Bet double as is. Messing with time hardly seems fair.
Alright, so as you can see, folks, we ended up with quite a lot of keys. We're going to go through and open our golden chest first. You're looking for the time lost. So Arcanist, we got no time lost. There's a mystery. It's a mystery. What you get? Medium relic. Arcanist. Now we have 8 gold keys left. Let's just go through and open them up. Random, I guess.
Alright, bounty.
That's because you have ADD. ADD and HD folks get tired with caffeine, not woken up. Mm-hmm. It can be an asset, you know, if you learn to harness it right. Could always be worse. You couldn't see or hear or talk. Yeah, I remember that. It's from an old movie.
Sold it! Can I help?
Yes. This is all we have. Gold is useless to me. Take it. I will make use of this.
Don't ever use a vase relic, folks. The vase relics are not that great. They're just too big.
I will make use of this.
Well, there is a cervix in the way.
Go on. Choose what you need. Gold is useless to me. Take it. A useful trade. I will make use of this. Gold is useless to me. Take it.
Okay, so these are the money makers we can make money off of as well. The time lost jewels. We're gonna ID them,
Speak.
see what we find.
This is all we have.
Okay, presence of area of effect. Breeze build up with quarter staffs, not the
As
greatest.
expected.
Again, not the greatest. You can always roll these with chaos though to get really good ones. I'm just not going to do that. Okay, not the greatest.
A useful trade.
Not the greatest. And lastly, not the greatest either. So, back to relics.
Speak. Quickly.
These are your money makers here, the small ones, the 2x2, or the 1x2 ones. I mean, the ones that go to the side and the ones that go up and down. Alright, so quantity of keys, maximum honor. Not that much, as you
I
can
will
see.
make use of this.
Max honor, not that much. Honor resistance. It's low though.
I will make use of this.
Max life low. Low again.
A useful trade.
Quantity of relics, but it's a T2. Still could be worth something. Yeah, so it's 5 to 6 AX. It's not bad. And then quantity of relics tier 3, not even worth looking at. Movement speed, honor resistance, tier 2s. Yep, 10 to 17x. And again, this is like simulating when you start out at the league, okay? We're simulating what happens when you start out at a league and what you're looking to sell and what you're looking to use.
I will make use of this. As expected. A useful trade.
Okay, so we've got 1 for 10, 1 for 5, but if we roll something else on there, we might get a good hit. Honor restored, not the greatest hit. Well, we took off the one we wanted. T1, T1. 2 divines, folks. 2 divines for T1 increased defenses, T1 honor resistance.
Yes? I'm sure someone will want that.
Five, 10x. Let's try and get the keys off. Oh, it took the life. Ooh, that's money, folks. That is money. Now, I'll divine it a couple times. Yeah, look at that. 13 divines for a increased defenses T1, increased quantity of relics dropped. But I'm going to use that myself, I think. Well, let's roll that one a little better. $22 did for that one, just as an example. So we got 2 of them now.
Yes. Of course.
Well, of course, it took the one mod we wanted to stay on there, which was the Honor Resistance.
What's new? Let's see if there are any takers. Okay, one divine for that one, folks. And for this one, you can see 150 to 200x. Not too shabby. But you can put it up for nulls, which will enable you to get those nulls quicker at the start of your league, to be able to annul other ones to get your own relics going. You know what I mean? You can put it up for 3 or 4 nulls instead of exalts, and folks will buy them for that price. So, but these traps deal reduced damage. Quantity of relics found T1 T1, very much worth it. Okay, very much worth it. Oh, it's you. Is that a good price for that? I have no idea.
I'll be right back, guys. Alright, folks, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, hit that like, subscribe, follow button for me. It really helps me out. Hope to bring you new content. Thanks all to join the chat today and were chatting with me. I really appreciate the interactions we had. Hopefully you learned a couple things. You learned how to get the Trial of Sekhemas runs in. Part 2 of the Zero to Hero Trial of Sekhemas runs. Stay tuned tomorrow. Tomorrow starts the Trial of Chaos. Zero to Hero, where we're going to run the Trial of Chaos and explain some of the mods that are on there and which ones you should or should not take with a build that we planned over the weekend that hopefully you guys are going to use as your league starter next league, or even play this league since there's a lot of time left. So hopefully you get a chance to play the build and you enjoy it and you like it as much as I did building it for you and getting it planned out. So as always, stay safe out there, folks. We're going to catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.